This is my friend Britt. Britt has never driven a manual transmission before. My Dodge Viper has a manual transmission. You can probably see where I'm going with this. So today I'm going to teach Britt how to drive a manual transmission in my Viper. But before we get started, I want to ask Britt a few questions to get a little handle on her automotive experience. Now Britt, you've never driven a stick shift before?
I have tried a couple times.
You've tried a couple times.
Yeah.
You have the basic idea of what's going to go on today.
Yeah.
Have you ever driven a car like this before?
No.
Okay, what kind of car are you used to driving?
Well, at home I have a Subaru.
You have a Subaru. What kind of Subaru?
A Forester.
A Forester, okay. So
I drove a Trooper for a while.
you drove a Isuzu Trooper?
Yeah.
Okay. We live in Philly here. You don't even have a car now.
No.
Okay, when was the last time you drove an automobile?
I don't even know.
Months?
Yeah, maybe this past summer.
When you tried to drive stick, how far along in the process did you get?
The first time, I don't think I ever got it to start.
You never got to start, okay.
The second time, I also didn't get it to start.
Okay. And this is the third time?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this will be nice. Are you excited?
Yeah, kind of.
Are you nervous?
I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, same. And for those of you interested in learning more about Britt, she's Sagittarius, and she has a cat named Peyton Manning. So.
It's not true.
Okay. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you know the basics? There's 3 pedals.
Okay, what are the 3 pedals?
There's the
I mean,
there's the brake and gas.
Which one's the clutch?
The brake and gas you operate normally with your right foot.
Okay.
The clutch is on the left. You operate with your left foot.
That's weird.
Okay.
Wow, that goes really far down.
So here's the deal. In order to start the car, this is how it works. You push the clutch down, and then as you start to accelerate,
Yeah.
you start to let off the clutch slowly.
Okay.
So as you start to push the gas down, you with your right foot, your left foot, you start to pull off the clutch ever so slowly.
Oh my god, this is so complicated. What do I do with this?
Well, we're gonna just do first for now. When you come to a stop, you have to be on the clutch if you're in gear. So there's neutral, which is what we're in now, and you could be on any pedal and it's no big deal. Then when you come to a stop, you have to remember to push the clutch in and the brake at the same time.
At the same time?
At the same time.
You push it all the way in?
Yes.
Okay. That's weird.
So, you ready?
Yeah, so what am I doing?
As you push, you put all the clutch all the way down, and as you push the gas, you start leveling off. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're going to come to a stop right up there, and you're going to push the brake and the clutch at the same time.
Are you going to shift it? Okay.
You're going to shift into first.
So how do I do that?
I'll show you in a second. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to let off the brake, the hand brake.
So then we're going to...
Put your foot on the brake, because if we're in neutral, so we'll roll. So put your foot on the brake. There you go, you got it. Okay, good. Good deal. Now, put your foot on the clutch, shift into first. You got to go left and up. There you go, you're in first now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm scared.
Now, start pushing the gas. Be very gentle with it. Very gentle, and very gentle as you let off the clutch. Both.
So I'm gonna take my foot off the brake now.
Yeah, take your foot off the brake,
And then
no
we're
problem.
Gonna start to move.
Yep, and then very gentle with the gas. Very gentle. Yeah, off the clutch, off the clutch. Too much gas. Stop. Brake and clutch, and clutch, and clutch. Okay, good. That was all right. What happened with the clutch there? You left the clutch
I was going gently.
What happened there was you had too much gas, but you hadn't let off the clutch yet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you were building up the gas, but we were just sitting here. So when you go, you like took off. So this time, don't let the clutch off fast, but like let it up maybe a little quicker. Don't just pull off, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, ready?
All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's really hard.
Little off the clutch now. A little more gas. Just the gas is fine. That's perfect. That's perfect gas. Now off the clutch. Off the clutch.
Off of it.
Good. Okay.
Oh my god.
There you go.
Oh my god. What do I do now?
There you go. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Now brake and clutch at the same time. Brake and clutch at the same time.
Stop
Yeah. Stop. Okay. You're good. You got it. You did it right there. That was good.
Oh my god.
That was good. Feel good?
Yeah.
The reverse is hard. You want to try reverse?
No.
Okay, well, let's try reverse. I'm going to have you stick it in reverse now. So reverse is all the way to the right and up.
Okay.
That's probably fifth. You got to put it like really far to the right. As far as you can.
That is as far as I can.
That might be reverse. It's hard to know.
What?
You'll know immediately based on the direction the car starts to move.
Okay.
Okay, you ready?
What if I hit... Okay. Do I do this the same way?
Yeah, it's the exact same process.
Okay.
So just a little bit of gas. There's nothing you're going to hit behind you. I wouldn't even really focus on looking back there just yet. more gas in that. You're good, you're good. Now start letting off, Great. Now don't go too, wait, don't go too fast. You're good.
Okay.
You're good, you're doing great.
Oh my God, there's a green thing.
Yeah, you're doing great though.
Wow.
You're doing great.
I'm so good at this. It's kind of fun. I feel like I'm in like Fast and Furious. Like hard work.
Maybe we'll try
My
shifting.
feet are sore.
So now we're gonna shift. That's kind of a nerve-wracking component of this.
Okay. Oh, there's a cart in the street.
You're not gonna hit that. Shifting. In order to shift between gears, you have to push the clutch in, move the lever, then you're in the next gear and you can go faster speed. Because first tops out at probably 40. You know what I mean? You ready?
Well, how do I shift into second?
Second, so it's 1, 2. So second is straight down from first. When you push the clutch down, you have to take your foot off the gas. So the way you do it is, you're driving along on the gas, take your foot off the gas, clutch, then move the lever, then clutch off, put the gas back down.
What?
Basically, what it means is the clutch has to be on if you want to move the thing.
Yeah, but I can't. Why can't I use the gas at the same time?
Because the way the engine works, the two things are separated. So,
Silly.
well.
But if I just put it into second right now?
You could probably start in second in this car, but most cars you can't.
Okay.
And certainly you can't start in third. So like you have to figure out at some point how to get into gear.
It's like a lot of steps.
So I'll talk you through it while you're moving. I'll say off the gas, you know.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay. I'm
gonna be
hit
fine.
that cart and that truck. Oh
You
God.
can get a jumbo jet through there.
All right, fine.
Okay, ready?
Okay. Do this little
Yep.
thing.
Yeah.
Woo!
You're good.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
now I have to go fast.
Keep going. Okay, now you can shift. So off the gas, clutch, move down, back on the gas.
Ooh,
You're good. You did
That
it.
was like so easy. Oh my gosh, what do I do now? Yeah.
Okay, so hills. We're on a pretty easy hill right now.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have a problem.
Okay, well, you might when we put it 5 feet away from the loading dock, you might feel differently. When you're ready, put it in first.
Okay.
First, good. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so when you get off the brake, remember you're gonna roll. Don't panic. Do the same exact thing. There's 80 feet behind you. So just put a little bit of gas. Just do exactly what you did when we were on a flat surface.
Okay.
You're all right. Not too much gas. Don't worry about it. You're fine. You're totally fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Now get off the clutch. That's a little too much gas. Okay, stop. Brake. Go back on brake.
Wait,
go back on
I'm
brake.
gonna do it. Oh,
Go,
I did
go,
it.
go.
I did it.
Yeah, that's one way to look at it, I think. You did okay, but you understand what happens on hills. It starts to panic.
Yeah, but I wasn't panicking.
Yeah.
I was
okay.
really calm.
We should try it again.
Okay. All right, fine. What if
Okay.
I crash into that wall?
Uh-oh.
No, I won't. I mean, I can straighten out. I meant when I was turning around.
Hey, you know what? Turn it off.
Why?
Okay, well we've had a bit of an incident here. We got coolant coming out the bottom of the Viper here, so this is not a good day. All the coolant that was in it is now out of it, and that'll be the end of our manual transmission driving for the day. Okay, so the conclusion here is the car broke down before we finished, but we got through some of what you needed to know. Do you feel confident in your stick shift driving abilities?
Not really.
Okay. Well, that's great. That was a very successful video then. She doesn't know how to drive stick and the car is broken down. Now, I'm sure I'll cover what happens next in a future video, but if you want to read about it, click the link below to check out my column on autotrader.com/oversteer. Hi there, how are you? Yeah, it's a 1997 Dodge Viper.